We have investigated the abrupt changes in two systems, the earthquake and the financial markets. And in both cases, we found some regularities. And the regularities are with respect to the time scales which are observed for the system to recover back to the typical situation. In both cases, the recovery is not governed by a typical scale, but rather there is a multiplicity of time scales. And this is something which is, in our opinion, a manifestation of the complexity of the system. When this happens, there is a recovery to the normal state, which is a power law recovery in time. But the power law is just the evidence of a multiplicity of time scales. Financial markets are much more than just, let's say, the place where people buy and sell. Because, I mean, of course, you go to in a financial market just to buy and sell. But in the end, you see that during time, it evolves a lot of specialization of the different actors. You have actors which specialize in doing what is called, for example, market making, meaning that you buy and sell continuously because you provide a service to other people. And there are other people which are buying or selling or just because they are interested, they want to invest in a given stock or in a given commodity, or because, I mean, they want to speculate on that. So you see that you have just by the interaction in a place, by doing some action, you have the fact that observe that you observe a specialization and something which is very complex in the dynamics of the price formation. When you model, let's say, something in some physical system or chemical system, or you model a social or an economic system, the main difference is about the possibility of develop mutation and innovation of what's going on. I mean, mutation and innovation are typical of biological or social system. You have something that change their status, and then you change the rules of the interactions. Again, this can be seen also in financial market, for example. Very recently, the way in which people start to trade at high frequency has changed completely, because, I mean, there have been new platform where you can exchange electronically commodities and stocks, and this has changed dramatically the way traders interact, because now, for example, there is a lot of what is called high frequency trading, which means that you trade also at the scale of some milliseconds, something that was impossible even 10 years ago. I think heterogeneity in the system we are interested play an enormous role. And it is something that is currently, in my opinion, not, let's say, seen from other disciplines, like, let's say, mainstream economics. Because, I mean, you have some needs, then the needs are the needs of describing a rational agent, and this is, of course, necessary to start with a scientific description, but this is quite far from reality, because in reality you have agents which might be rational, but they might be of size, of interest, of time scales, completely different. And this is a huge challenge for science, and we have seen this experimentally by investigating how institutions, how individuals, how companies act in a market, and they act in a specialized and different way. When you perform a scientific description of an event in a complex system, you have two kinds of description. One which is, let's say, at least at the short time scale, a deterministic description, and another which is a statistical description. Statistical laws are often as robust as a deterministic law. They only need, let's say, the size or the time necessary to converge is enough long. But when you have the condition for a convergence of the statistical laws are as solid, as important, and as crucial as the deterministic laws. And I see in complex system a lot of statistical laws, and the robustness of those of these laws could be as profound and as important as the deterministic one.